Hi guys, this is 5.4 personal math trainer questions for decimal division. Okay, let's go to the next slide, which apparently I need to scroll down like this. Okay, first question is to have a whole number divisor into a decimal dividend. And the first thing you're going to do is bring up that decimal point and put it in your quotient. So it's there and you're set, and now you can just divide 4 into 29.5. Okay, 4 goes into 2. Nope, 4 goes into 29 7 times. 28, 1, bring down the 5. 4 goes into 15, 3 times. 12, bring down the 3. All right, I have a remainder, and you know what you need to do with the remainder is add those placeholder zeros, because I am to the right of the decimal, so I can add the 0, bring it down, 30. 4 goes into 30, 7 times, minus 28, 2, add another placeholder 0, 4 goes into 20, 5 times. All right, so 29.5 divided by 4. It's always good to check 29.5 divided by 4 on a calculator, 7.375. All right, 7.375. So 2 things. One, we started with a whole number divisor, so we could go ahead and set up our division. 2, bring the decimal point up. And 3, add my placeholder zeros until I get a remainder of 0. Next question is 5.9 into 35.4. So, what do I see? I see a decimal in my divisor. That means that I need to do something to this, like multiply both top and bottom by 10, bringing the decimal over 1 place, so I have 59. Whatever I do on the denominator, I do in the numerator. 354 divided by 59. So 59 goes into 354. All right, I'm going to say that this is 60, and that what's inside is 360. So that would be 60 goes into 360, or 6 goes into 36 6 times. So I'm guessing that 59 times 6, what happened? 59 times 6, 54, carry the 5, 35. Oh, right there, 354. That works out perfectly. 6. Okay, once I moved the decimal over here in my numerator, in my dividend, I bring it straight up, so the answer is 6. So what did I do here? I noticed that I had a decimal value in my denominator, a decimal value in my divisor. So I multiplied by 10. Whatever I do in the denominator, I do to the numerator. That made the new problem 354 divided by 59. And then as an estimate, I guessed that it was probably around 6. I did a 6 check to see where that would end me up, and sure enough, 354 is 59 times 6. So my answer is 6. Next problem is number 3 in Go Math. This was number 3, I believe. Okay, what are we going to do? Times 10 times 10. So the new problem becomes 135 over 5. 5 goes into 135, the new decimal point here, up, 2, 10, 35, 5 goes into 35, 7 times. Oh, and then also what I want to do is check 13.5 on the calculator, divided by 0.5, and I get 27. So sure enough that this is correct. And in this problem, I did not need to add any placeholder zeros. I just brought the decimal up and I did a times 10 and a times 10 because what I have to do in the denominator is make this a whole number, and that requires a multiplication by 10, so I copy that and do that in the numerator. Next question is number 4. Hopefully I am tracking these numbers correctly. All right, 303.5684 divided by 11 hundredths. Okay, I do not have a whole number here, so first thing I'm going to do is multiply by 100, or move the decimal place over 2 zeros. So my new dividend is 356.84, and my new divisor is 11. All right, 11 goes into 35 3 times, minus 33, remainder 2, 6, 11. Oh, what did I do, you guys? Oh my gosh, did you see that? Decimal point, bring it up. Decimal point. Do that very first thing. I'm going to now start over. Oh my goodness, back. Don't do that. I'm going to start over. Okay, so my very first thing to do is to bring up the decimal point. Always start there. Now 11 goes into 35 3 times. Minus 33, 26. 11 goes into 26 2 times. Minus 22, 48, 4, minus 44, 4, 4. 4 goes into 40, 11 goes into 44, 0 times 0, 32.44. Okay, let's check on the calculator. Clear. 3.5684 divided by 0.11, 32.44. Done. Always check on the calculator. So let's review. What needed to happen in this problem? This problem, I needed to multiply by 100 to make this whole. What I do in the denominator, I do in the numerator. Same. I set up my new problem with a whole number out here and the decimal value in the dividend where it shows up. I bring it up and then I just divide away. There is no decimal point in my work. Alrighty, next problem. Number 5. 2.5 goes into 37.5. We want to make these both whole. So that's 25 goes into 375. That's once, 25, remainder 12, and that's 5. Decimal, minus 125, 0. What is 375 divided by 25? Or sorry, let's do the original problem. What is 37.5 divided by 2.5? And I get 15. Yep, 15 is my answer. Which number was this? This was, sorry about the scrolling back and forth here. Number 4. This is number 5. Number 6. Okay. One place. My new problem is 157 goes into 973.4, decimal point up there. I am now set to divide 157 into 973. All right, well, let's do some estimating. If this is 200 and this is 1,000, that would be 5. 690. Let me try 6. 157 times 6. 42, carry the 4. 34, carry the 3. 942. Okay, so 6 times 157 is 942, leaving 4, 1, 314. Oh my gosh, that's 157 times 2. 157 plus 157 is 14, carry the 1, 11, carry the 1, 314. So 2 minus minus 314 is 0. So let's check. 97.34 divided by 15.7 equals 6.2. Okay, number 7. I have 60 and 48 hundredths. So let's move this over 2. So that is 48 into 6, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 48 into 60 is 1. 48 minus 12. That would be 2. 2 times 8 is 16. Carry the 1, 9. 10 minus that's 4. 2, 4, 0. I get lazy and I forget to do that myself. Remember, bring up the decimal. Bring up the decimal. Okay, 48 times 5. 48 times 5 is 40. Carry the 4, 240. So 125. So let's check. 60 divided by 48 hundredths equals 125. Check. Number 8. Ooh, here we go. Corinne has 51 pounds of trail mix to divide into 17 bags. How many pounds of trail mix will go into each bag? So, how many 5.1 into 17? Who wrote that? That's wrong. How many times does 17 go into 5.1? We're taking 5.1 pounds and we're putting it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 17 bags. And we want to know how much is in each bag. So that is 5.1 divided by 17. So that 17 goes into 5.1. Bring the decimal point up. 17 goes into 5 0 times. 17 goes into 51 3 times. 3 times 7 is 21. Carry the 2, 51, 0. So that would be 0.3 pounds per bag. 0.3. So 17 bags. You can check it by multiplication. 17 times 0.3 equals 5.1. There you go. You can check 17 times 0.3 equals 5.1. That checks out. A 7-person relay team competed in a race in 98.7 seconds. On average, what was each timer's run time? Okay, so the average equals the total time divided by the number of runners, because we want the time per runner. And time is 98.7 seconds, and runner is 7. So that means 7 goes into 98.7. Let's bring up the decimal. 7 goes into 9. Oh, yeah, that's a 4. 4 times 7 minus 28. 0, bring down the 7, 1. So each runner ran on average for 14.1 seconds. What is 14.1 times, 1 times 7? That's 1 decimal, remember? 7, 28, carry the 2, 9. Bring 1 back, 98.7, that checks out. So each person ran on average 14.1 seconds. Make sure your answer makes sense, right? That's what you want to do. Okay, Lisa paid $48.72 for 17.1 gallons of gas. What was the cost per gallon rounded to the nearest hundredth? This is so important because money means we have to round to the nearest hundredth because money only has 2 digits, $48.72. Okay, so we're going to divide 48.72 by 17.1. When you're finding cost per unit, always make sure that you put the money in the house. That means the 48.72 goes in the house. So here's our original setup is 48.72 being divided by 17.1, but we need to have this be a whole number. So that becomes 487.2 over 171. So this becomes 171 into 487.2. So like 200 into 402. Let's try 2 times. 2, 14, carry the 1 is a 3. The remainder is 5, 4, 1. Yeah, 145 is less than 171. We couldn't get another one out. Bring down the 2. 7, 1 into 1452. Oh my goodness. We're going to bring up the decimal. So we're looking at $2 and something already. That's the start, and that makes sense. $2 and something. So if $2 times 17 is $34 plus some more change, that's probably correct. Okay, 171 goes into 145. Okay, let's make this a 2. Let's try 8. Let's see, 171 times 8. 856, carry the 5, 13. Now that was a good guess. 8 minus 13, 68. This is a 4, 12 is 4. This is a 3, 14, 6 is 8. 8, 4. Let's bring down a 0. 171 into 840. That's 171 times 2 is 342, so times 4 would be 6, 8. Let's try 5. 5, 35, carry the 3, 855. Ooh, too much. So 4. And that would be doubling 342, so 6, 8, 4. Subtracting 6, 5, 1, 5, 6, 0. Okay, now here is where the magic happens. I have $2.84 per gallon plus this mystery number right here. What is this number right there going to be? Because that number right there is going to tell me whether it's 284 or is it 285. If this second digit, 171 into 1560, is greater than 5, then I know that this is going to have to round up to $2.85. Well, let's just look at my work. 171 times 8 is 1,368. So I know that this is going to be 8 or more, which means this right here is going to have to round up a penny to $2.85. $2.85. So let's check the math. Let's say I have spent $48.72 and I bought 17.1 gallons. I have 2.8491. Yep, that's $2.85. If I just do it on the calculator, 2.8491, 22807, etc. So that means that this is $2.85 rounded. Oh my gosh, did we forget to write what question that was down? Did we? We meaning me. 7. This is number 8. This is number 9. This is number 10. This is number 11. When you divide a decimal by a decimal, so 0.75 times 0.8, why do you multiply the dividend and the divisor by a power of 10? Obviously, to make it a whole number. You multiply the numbers by the same power of 10 times 10 times 10 so that the divisor becomes a whole number. You can then divide as if dividing by a whole number, being sure to correctly place the decimal point in the quotient. or dividend. I'm not sure what the pull-down menu was going to say. So this would then be 8 into 7.5. So place the decimal point here and place it here in the quotient. Here in the dividend and here in the quotient. All right, number 12.